Okay. Hey.
Hello. Welcome to the second episode of Feelings with the Geekiary. I'm Erin. I'm here with Yvonne and Tara. We're fans. We have feelings. This is where we webcast about them. So, welcome. Oh, we have furry friends tonight.
Yeah. I don't have any furry friends, but my bird's in the background somewhere. You might hear it.
Yeah, my cat's sitting right next to me, so she might make an appearance as well. So, hey, it's our second episode. We have a lot to talk about. A lot has happened. So, what's going on, guys?
Sorry, I have
Tara, what's going on?
Okay, well, I guess the biggest thing is that we have been very, very busy with our San Diego Comic-Con logistics fundraiser.
Yay!
Yeah.
We
And
funded
it's going
it,
really
which
well.
is awesome, but we need more money, so
Yes, so keep donating. There are still some very interesting perks and milestones to
yeah, you can one of the perks is you can join us on this awesome webcast that we're having right now. Well, obviously not this one, but a future one.
Unless you want to donate right this second. No, just kidding. So we've been doing really well with the fundraiser, and if you guys look at our website, there are a ton of posts up about all the funny things that we've done. Yvonne and Stephanie yelling across the ocean at each other, and I dressed up as Cersei Lannister and went out and got wine.
That was hilarious. I've been laughing at that for the last 24 hours. It's the best thing ever.
It was a fun
night. Tara, you did the video where you tried to explain Supernatural, and we all know you do not watch it, so that was fun. That was fun.
But apparently I pronounced Castile wrong. It's Castiel.
You did. That was the best part.
And somebody commented on the article on our website and said, like, your geek cred must be forged because you said Castile instead of Castiel. And I was like, haha, Castile forged. I don't know if the person meant to make a pun, but I had to point it out.
Yeah.
That's good.
We also have a really fun. Go on.
I was going to say the point was that you didn't know anything about Supernatural, like how to pronounce the names.
Exactly.
Castiel was not in season 1, so.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the other thing that we have is that we've opened a shop with Geekiary stuff in it. Like t-shirts and stickers and things like that. I got a sticker and I've got it on the back of my car, which, so I feel like I'm doing my place advertising in Australia.
Yeah. I think we have a decent amount of viewers in Australia, though, don't we?
I hope so. I mean, I feel like I'm bringing some people in,
Hopefully.
Although probably not right now because they're probably working or at school or something.
What time is it there?
It's 12 o'clock, like 12, middle of the day, midday.
Yeah, oh, wow. Speaking of webcasts in midday, the Drunk Feelings webcast is going to be fun then. You get to start drinking before noon.
It's going to be fun. My mom wants me to do shots, so she's going to I think she's going to be an enabler. She's going to be handing me drinks.
That's hilarious. I probably won't have anybody handing me drinks, so I'm going to have to be periodically. I'm either going to have to stock myself up before we start, or I'm going to have to periodically move over to my refrigerator. So
No, I think I think we're just going to have a lot of drinks, and we will have to think of a drinking game. Maybe some of the people watching right now have some ideas about when we should drink and why we should drink.
You can join our conversation tonight and in the future by using the hashtag Geekiary Feelings, all run together, obviously. Geekiary Feelings. So maybe we should you know, for that episode, we should maybe say like, hey, if you hashtag us, one of us has to take a drink every time somebody hashtags us. That could get pretty messy. But one of us has to take a drink. So like it would at least be spaced out. I mean, there'll be what, 5 of us on or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could work. I mean, it's possibly going to end up with all of us on the floor, or you know.
God, I have to work the next day.
I have to work too.
I hope my boss doesn't watch this. Be in trouble. Anyway, so we'd like to remind everybody that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and don't necessarily represent the Geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole. So that's our little disclaimer, and now we're going to move into our regular updates, and I think, Undie, you had some things you wanted to talk about there.
Yeah, I mean, this is why we have the disclaimer, because I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off right now. All right, so last week we talked about Adam Baldwin and Supernova, which is a convention in Australia, and the fact that a lot of people were upset that he's been invited on account of his connection to Gamergate. Well, since then, Supernova has come out and said that they've confirmed that he will be coming for a variety of reasons. Mainly, there was another petition that was like to bring him here that got about the same amount of signatures. There was like, and I think they've been trying for ages, and they're doing like a special thing for the Serenity 10-year anniversary or something, 15-year. I can't remember how. That's a long time ago now. That's making me feel old. Anyway, Adam Baldwin made a statement as well saying that he doesn't condone any like harassment or the doxing and stuff like that. But after that, I know that he like responded to an Australian journalist that said something about that called him on like his misogynist views. And he basically just started harassing her and calling her a troll and basically saying that she's calling wolf on misogyny when it's not there. And it's like, well, no, you're kind of proving that the misogyny is there by doing this. And
yeah,
like he's generally a dickwad, and like I don't want to have to talk about him every week, but he just does horrible things all the time.
I honestly knew like nothing.
Troll does not make you a troll.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know anything about this. Like, I really know next to nothing about him, and I didn't know he was involved in Gamergate at all. I kind of stepped back from that. I wrote an article about it, and I was like, that's all I had to say. And right after I wrote the article, some people I know posted some things on Facebook that pretty much went against like everything I'd said in my article. So at that point I was like, yeah, I don't really want to get in fights with my friends about this. So I started hiding their statuses for a little while and just kind of took a step back.
It is a pretty controversial, like as soon as you start talking about it, there's all these people that jump out at you and just go, no, it's the word, like you're complaining about something and you're lying about it being a misogyny and stuff. And it's like, well, no, it is. Like, maybe you have a different idea, but don't like attach it to a movement that is essentially misogynist.
Yeah.
Like, if you've got something to say, don't be like, oh, I want to be part of this movement that basically harasses women.
Yeah. Oh, Gamergate.
But I do understand why Supernova like wants to keep them in. It wants to keep him like in.
I mean, yeah, they're assuming he's going to bring in more money than they are going to lose from the people who have a problem with it. And they're probably right.
Yeah,
Sad.
there's not a lot of conventions in Australia. There's especially ones that bring actually like, you know, high caliber geek cool people in. Supernova is like one of them, one of 2 that do that. Yeah. And so it's
you guys are so far away.
It costs a lot of money to bring people here.
I know.
I feel like more people should want to come, though. It's like having a holiday.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, honestly, I would absolutely, not that I'm anybody important or whatever, I would love to go to Australia, but, like, man, I look at those plane tickets, I'm like, I could go to Europe twice for this. Like...
I know. I'm buying my ticket to America right now for San Diego Comic-Con, and it's ridiculous. It's making me sad.
Well, at least you only have to go. at least you only have to go to the West Coast. Like, because I'm on the East Coast, it costs me like $700-800 more to fly to Australia than it would if I lived in California.
Definitely.
Anyway, so now that we've talked all about traveling to and from Australia, did you have anything else you wanted to say about that situation, or do we want to move on to our other?
No, I think that's everything. I just think it's happening, and I think I feel like anyone who is going to Supernova should know that I have seen like a few like people tweeting saying, "Hey, I'm a gamer getter. We should have like a meetup and stuff." So if anyone is worried about something like that, then maybe avoid it. But like Supernova has a pretty good harassment policy, and like I don't think they're going to allow for anything. But yeah, if you're worried about that, then keep it in mind.
Oh, sorry, I'm giggling over here.
Why
That
is
whole
your
thing is just insane. It's just insane.
Anyway,
Yeah.
What else has gone on? I went to Rave of Thrones. It was a lot of fun. The article's up in the Geekiary. I had a little kind of impromptu couple question interview with Christian Nairn while I was there, which was really cool. He was a really, really nice guy, and the rave itself, like my only complaint was that it was too short. But I heard that they had gotten sick from some food that they ate, like him and a bunch of the people that travel with him as manager maybe or something, like a night or two before. So the fact that he came out and like still did the party was really cool. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And so someone wanted to know, in the Rave of Thrones, do you rave or die? Well, I didn't feel too hot the next day. But I didn't die, and I had a lot of fun, so I'm going to go with the fact that at least I raved and
did not die.
Yeah, I did not die. I'm still here.
Your outfit was amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
I was really excited about it. Like, for those of you who haven't seen pictures or whatever, like I said, they're on the Geekiary. There's an article. It's called Rave of Thrones Atlanta Style. But I dressed up as kind of a modern Melisandre, the red woman. And that's what people kept calling me all night. Oh, you're that red woman. I'm like, yes. But I got this awesome short red wig, and I'm pretty much in love with it and want to wear it 24/7.
Do it. Just wear it all the time. Take it to bring it to Comic-Con.
So, Undie, I was thinking about that actually. I think I'm going to, because it's a nice, comfortable kind of pseudo cosplay. I'm pretty excited about it. So anyway, Undie, you watched Helix.
I did. Okay, so no spoilers. I've only seen the first episode of season 2, so don't spoil anything for me because I have no idea what is going on. But this show is ridiculous. I started watching it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's kind of like a zombie kind of disease thing. That's fun. And then there were creepy monkeys, but they just disappeared and didn't mean anything. And then cool characters kept dying, and I don't even know what's going on. I don't understand. It's suddenly there are immortal weird vampire people that want to rule the world by killing everybody with disease. I don't know.
Your live tweets were hilarious, by the way. You were watching it at the same time as one of my friends. He started watching it too. And he would just text me and he'd be like, this lady is putting a Dremel on her teeth. What is going on? And it was at the same time that you would just tweet something
I forgot
hilarious.
about that teeth thing.
Yeah. So, it's pretty insane. It's a good show.
Teeth. There's so much gross things. And then there's that weird song that just happens every week.
Oh, yeah. Do you know the way to send a thing? I love it. I love that song. I love that song. I don't know why. The music in the show is really good, though. Really good.
It's so weird. It's it makes everything more confusing because it doesn't fit with what you think the music should be.
Oh, just wait. There's one song later this season. I won't tell you what happens, but it was in last week's episode, I think. And this one song, I was trying to find. I tried to Shazam it. I tried to look it up on the internet. Nobody knows what it is. It's an original song, I guess, for the show. Nobody can find it, but it was so good. It's out there. People are looking for it, and I'm like, God, I hope the show says, hey, by the way, we noticed that people want to know about this song. Here's what it is. Or like offer it for download. It was a good song.
Everyone please tweet at what Helix.
Whatever it
say,
is. Yeah.
Hey, what is that song from that episode?
Okay, I'm gonna give me 1 second, guys. I've got to take this sweater off. I am like 1,000,000 degrees right now.
Take it off. Woo! Okay, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Those are my pajamas.
Oh yeah. The musical interludes in Helix have carried on into the second season, and they're super insane. So I will not spoil anymore. But season 2.
It's ridiculous.
It's messed up.
First episode, I'm just like, what? 30 isn't a win? What?
I know Stephanie like doesn't want us to review it because like it's not that popular of a show, but I'm telling you, like, we just have to. We have to keep doing it. Like, this is one of those shows we could actually.
I'm 100% behind it. I think you should definitely. There's something about this show that is impossible not to watch.
I'm saying, I feel like maybe they'll just keep doing it, even though it's not. I don't think it's getting very good ratings, but maybe they'll just keep pushing it, and eventually people will realize how ridiculous it is, and then it'll be super popular.
Yeah. Well, you know, at least one cast member is following the Geekiary on Twitter. So
yeah, I saw that.
Oh, hey, cast member of Helix that is following the Geekiary. What the fuck?
Which one is
it? We love it.
Which one is it, Erin? Which cast member?
Daniel.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I remembered you telling me. Yeah. Okay. So, anyway, so Helix is crazy. And it's new tomorrow night. Woohoo!
I'm going to catch up. By the end of this season, I'm going to be totally caught up.
We'll have fun talking about it. So anyway, on our news stuff, Erin, you want to talk about Jason Momoa?
Yeah. Can we just talk about him for an hour? So earlier this week, or maybe it was late last week, Zack Snyder did tweet out a promotional photo of Jason Momoa as Aquaman. It was amazing. He looks incredible, which is nothing different.
I know a lot of people are like, oh, he's not blonde, but I was loving it.
I
really like it.
How do we get the whole movie to like get rid of Batman and Superman and just be about Aquaman and Wonder Woman?
You guys, I have some trivia for you. Do you know that Jason Momoa is from Iowa? He's from Des Moines.
Oh, wow. So you're basically the same person.
Yeah. There's some Iowa trivia for you.
No, I did know that. I saw him at Oz Comic Con last year, and he was talking about his like childhood.
Yeah. Erin, I know you're from one of those I states, and I always forget which one. One of those eyes.
You see that massive eye roll? I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. We're in the middle somewhere. It's all good.
I don't know where anything is in America, so don't worry. I just assume that I don't know where it is. If I don't know where it is, it's not LA or New York.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, so we just want a whole movie of Aquaman. Let's get on that. DC, can we make this happen? I think
that there is one coming eventually, but it just takes so long, man. We have to keep making Batman and Superman movies. Why? Why do we need more of those? We don't. Stop.
Yeah, the Superman
just say
movie.
No.
Even the last Superman movie, I was like, eh.
I hated that movie so much, Man of Steel. That movie was terrible. And it really upsets me that people like it. Like, I get so angry.
People love it.
I have some trivia, more Iowa trivia. Do you know that Brandon Routh, who played Superman a few incarnations ago, graduated with Jason Momoa from Des Moines?
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Brandon Routh breeding the DC universe in Iowa. Hey.
Yeah.
Brandon Routh, he was like weird as Superman, but he's good in Arrow as
Arrow, yeah.
Ray Palmer.
I'm enjoying him in
Although
Arrow.
he had a beard in this week's episode, and I never want to see that again.
Yeah, I saw your review and I was like, you were just so upset. Like, no, don't do that. Clean shaven all the way. Okay. Normally I'm a fan of a beard, but I kind of agree.
Yeah, no, I love beards, man. I love me some beards. But yeah, no. Not on him. He looks greasy.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that was the point. He was supposed to look kind of unkept. Maybe he was just too unkept.
Wait a minute. So I'm looking at our schedule of things to talk about, and the next thing is Agent Carter, and it just says, Agent Carter season 1 ended. Erin and Undie are sad. Tara still doesn't watch it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to, though. I'm going to, but I'm glad it's over now so I can binge it. I knew I was going to watch it, but...
Oh, you gotta binge. It's so good. It's so amazing. I'm still really upset about the final, and it's giving me all kinds of feelings.
I needed something to binge when it was still cold out, so I've got all of March to bask in the Agent Carter glory. But you guys can talk about it because I've already been spoiled. So
you just got some cat there. Agent Carter, I loved it. I mean, but okay, here's the thing, and this may be a slightly unpopular belief, but I'm kind of glad it was an abbreviated season. I feel like if it had gone for a whole 20 episodes or whatever, the quality would have just plummeted. You know, the writing was good, the styling, the cinematography, everything was good. If it was longer, the budgets would have gone down. I don't think it would have been as good.
Oh, no, definitely. The short season was the best because it had a cohesive storyline. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end, and it worked really well. Yeah, no, short seasons, just more short seasons.
Yeah. You think it's going to be back?
I don't know. Like, I think it's 50-50 at this stage. Like, the ratings aren't brilliant, but...
Even with that cliffhanger at the end?
Yeah, I think that's a really good cliffhanger. And, like, there were suggestions that, like, there could be a Winter Soldier cameo in Season 2. And I want to see that. Come on, doesn't everyone want to see a Winter Soldier cameo in Agent Carter? That would be amazing.
I mean, I don't even watch the show, and I want to see that. So.
And how do we feel about Peggy and Angie moving in together at the end?
It's so amazing. It's so amazing. They basically they're in love, and it's amazing. And they've now got like their own little pad, and they're just like, I've got 6 rooms. It's like, yeah, you only need 1. Let's be real.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, well, she got asked out by what's his face, Sousa.
Sousa, yeah.
All the guys just meld together for me. And she says, no, I've got to hang out with my friend Angie because I like her better than you.
Yes.
She doesn't say that, but it's implied.
Definitely implied. Yes.
If this
so Tara, you're gonna watch it next month? Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I've got this convention this weekend, so as soon as I get back, well, maybe not as soon, but the first weekend of March, I'm sure it's still going to be cold here, and I got shit else to do, so. except for embarrass myself over and over again for the Geekiary.
Oh yeah, we want to see more of that, which is why you should donate more money so Tara will.
Oh yeah, next time I have to sing.
Oh yes, that's excellent. Give us money. I want to see Tara sing.
I think we're only like $50 away from that one.
Yep.
Stephanie has to write it though.
I want to make it to $2,000 so that we get to do the transformations from our fan fiction. If you guys have a spare like 5 minutes or so, you should read the fan fiction because it's hilarious.
Oh gosh, and we're already working on. Stephanie's already working on the sequel. I haven't had time to look at it yet because I've been too busy filming myself going out looking for wine, and I actually did film the Doctor Who thing, but I had to do it on my iPad, so I haven't had a chance to look at it yet and make sure. Because the iPad, you have to stare at the camera, which is like off to the left of the screen. So I'm worried that the whole time my eyes are just like all over the place because I don't know where I look. And I'm pretty sure I'd had an entire bottle of champagne before I recorded it too. So anyway,
that can happen.
What does Tara watch? That's great, guys. Okay, Walking Dead is back. I do watch Walking Dead.
Yay! She
Me
watches
too.
something.
Walking Dead is back, and it's great. I mean, the first couple episodes were kind of rough, but this past week they really seemed to hit their stride. They're at a point in the comics where things are going to, I mean, if they follow the comic storyline, like even 60%, things are going to change drastically for the group. And yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to um, keep up the pace with them being in this safe zone type area. And the season finale is actually going to be 90 minutes long.
Oh, that's a lot. That's like
Yeah,
a movie.
they announced that like yesterday maybe or today. Yeah, it's going to be an hour and a half instead of an hour. So that's going to be interesting. And I don't know if that means it's going to be a 90-minute runtime, you know, from just 8 to 9:30 or like 90 minutes of show with commercials. I'm guessing it's 90-minute runtime, but yeah, so Beth, I don't know, like there's a lot of people that don't believe that Beth's actually dead, but finally some old interviews surfaced from a couple months ago in which she said she was done working on The Walking Dead, so now I guess that's kind of finalized that she's definitely gone. I still don't believe they gave her a proper send-off, and I still think that they killed her off to further Daryl and Maggie's storylines, and I hate that because Beth was really coming into her own. But like I said, this past episode, at least, the first couple that from when they came back from the break were okay, but this past one was really good. They had Erin and his boyfriend Eric show up, and they're like this, just they're a great couple in the comics, and I'm hoping that it seems that the show is already on track to really show this loving relationship. And I mean, it just happens to be between two men. Of course, if you watch Stephanie Angel's Meet Me at My Webcam that she posted, there not everybody agrees with the fact that it's two men, of course, because this is the world we live in. But
yeah, because balance is totally cool, but like,
yeah, Andrew Lincoln on the Talking Dead had a little spot where he said, like, you know, Rick's decision to go to Alexandria with these people is because he sees Eric and Erin together, and he said it has nothing to do with, like, you know, it could be a man and a woman, a woman and a woman, a man and a man. What he sees is a loving relationship between two healthy, like, clean people, you know, and it's like, oh, this may not be fake. So, you know, that it's you know, hopefully they'll explore that relationship quite a bit in the future. So yeah, Walking Dead is back. Yay, I can't wait for this week's episode after this past weekend. And oh, also tonight Vikings is new again. It came back last week, and you got neither one of you guys
watched Vikings since season 1, but everything I hear about it is that there is some kind of weird polyamorous threesome happening, or not.
Not really. Some things happen sort of where there's some, not really. It's the relationship aspects of the show are they're pretty interesting considering it's the History Channel especially, but it's not like super, super racy. Basically, like, I mean, do you want me to spoil it a little bit?
Oh yeah, spoil away.
Okay,
yeah.
So Ragnar kind of, he meets this woman who's like a princess of nothing. I don't know, I can't remember. And she kind of seduces him, but like, I mean, he wants it too, you know, it's clearly mutual. And then he goes home and she ends up pregnant, and she comes and finds him. And for a while, he's trying to convince his wife, Lagertha, to stay and like be, you know, in this polyamorous relationship. But Lagertha's like, ha, nope. And she leaves him. Because she's awesome. And she's my hero. I aspire to be like her. She's amazing. But and I think she's actually kind of going crazy this season, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, Vikings is in its third season now, and last week's episode was great. It was like a perfect season opener. I mean, especially for such a small show, I really have high hopes for where they're gonna take it. So if you're behind now, I say catch up because I think this season's gonna be great, and I don't want anybody to get spoiled because like the one good thing about Vikings not being super popular is that when I watched it all a year ago, like when I binge watched it, I wasn't spoiled for anything, you know. But I feel that that's probably going to change because it seems a lot more popular now.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people talking about it. I will have to, try and catch up with it again.
So
yeah, my brother's a big fan, so I'll have to get into it as well, you know.
So there was a new Jurassic World trailer that I apparently didn't see.
You didn't see? Well, that was the one that came out with the Super Bowl, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
no, okay, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought this was something that came out like recently, and I was
No,
like, oh my
it's
God.
just been since we talked about it last time, and we talked so much about Jurassic World, and I feel like an episode of the Feelings with the Geekiary just would not be complete without it.
Yeah, because Chris Pratt.
Yeah. Chris Pratt and his pack of velociraptors.
Yeah, does anyone know anything about this movie except for Chris Pratt's Velociraptor pack? Well, there's a dinosaur that they genetically modified or just outright created, and it eats things for fun, and they're like, oh my God, it's eating for sport or something. So I know that.
And the one that jumps out of the water, I don't know anything else.
Yeah, the one that jumps out of the water, I'm wondering if that's just gonna be like we're going to show you our CG things and this dinosaur is never going to come back into play, or if they're actually going to do something with it.
Oh, if something jumps out of the water, like they show that, right, and no one ends up getting eaten by that thing as it jumps out of the water, I'm going to be so upset. Like, so upset.
Well, probably, maybe they used whatever that dinosaur is to like create part of this new dinosaur. But also, how the hell do they keep that water dinosaur in where's its cage? How do they cage it in?
You have to just suspend belief. I mean, come on. It lives in the water. I don't
know. I
Chris
Pratt just kind of looks at them and the dinosaurs do whatever he says.
Yeah. Oh, there was that picture that came out that was like Chris Pratt with all the little baby velociraptors, and it was like they're not all bad. It's how you raise them. You know, sort of like what people say about pit bulls. I was dying.
Yeah, I don't think pit bulls are the same as raptors. I could be wrong though.
No, I don't think so. No. The real question though is, can this movie be any good without Jeff Goldblum?
Well, I'm gonna go with no. I mean, I think Chris Pratt helps the situation, but how can you have a Jurassic Park movie that is
Jeff
awesome?
Jeff Goldblum is still sexy too. Like even now. I'm sorry. I have like
we need to have
14-year-old crush on him.
What's his name? Dr. Malcolm. He needs to come out and open the shirt, expose it a little bit, just like
lean back a little bit,
Yep. Get all sweaty, and then
you can distract the dinosaurs with sexiness.
Whenever Fareed creates a couple panels for the Geekiary Girls comic, like one of them has to be Jeff Goldblum, propped up in the back of the sheet. Read the fan fiction, guys.
Oh man.
Jeff Goldblum just for everything.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum for everything. He's the new Samuel L. Jackson.
Just put him in everything. Hey. And he has to be with the shirt open.
With the shirt open, yes.
There's my cat again. So yeah, Chris Pratt though, and actually I like this next question. Do you guys watch Parks and Rec? I actually am so bad. I missed all of this last season, but I still watched the finale.
Oh, yeah, I caught up before this season because I knew it was going to be the last, and so I have been watching this one pretty regularly. It's made me so sad though. I'm going to miss it so much.
I was choked up watching the finale, and I was like, I haven't even watched the show in a year.
I was ugly crying, man.
Yeah, I don't really cry at stuff like that, but I got a little choked up. There was almost a single tear. That's pretty high. That's pretty high quality.
Single man tear. Sorry, that's a reference that you won't understand because you don't watch Supernatural.
Damn it. Like I said, maybe when I feel like binge watching 10 seasons of something.
It's a big commitment. Ah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, the finale was really good. And I actually just read, well, I didn't read, I listened to, I went on a ski trip earlier this month, and it was like a 4.5 hour drive there and back, and I listened to Amy Poehler's book, Yes Please, and it was awesome, and she talks about Parks and Rec a lot in there, so that was the other reason why I really had to watch the finale. So,
Yeah.
if you haven't read that, it's a very, very good book.
I want to read it. It's on my to-do list, but that
or
to-do list
listen
is
to
so
it.
long.
I'm not sure if I'm guessing the book isn't the same as the audio recording. It's about 8 hours long, I think, so it's not too bad. But the audio recording is really good. She has a lot of guest speakers, including Sir Patrick Stewart.
Ooh.
And a
So
lot of
she
Seth
does it?
Meyers.
She does
Yeah,
it.
she reads the book, and there's a lot of stuff in it that there's no way it's in the book. It's definitely like there's some stuff that seems ad-libbed, and then there's some stuff that like you couldn't write it in a book. It wouldn't make any sense. So I think listening to it is probably the way to go. And now that I've gone totally off topic, Undie Girl, you wanted to talk about Jupiter Ascending, which I haven't
did. So I put this like on the topic list like ages ago because I just really, really want to talk about it, and neither of you have seen it, which is really upsetting. But basically,
I'm sorry,
this
I
is
haven't
the
had time.
best movie ever. Like, it is amazing. It is like.
Is it really? Why?
Okay, so it's terrible, but in like the best ways.
Okay.
When I walked out of it, what I remember thinking was, I think this is what like teenage boys feel like when they watch Michael Bay movies. Like, I don't get them. I think they're terrible, and I'm like, why would anyone do it? But it's like a fantasy, like a teenage fantasy, like about Transformers and Megan Fox's ass or something. Whatever. Except this is for girls because, like every girl, Mila Kunis, who is Jupiter Jones, fantastic alliteration happening there, basically finds out that she's like the reincarnation of like space royalty when a genetically engineered like part werewolf Channing Tatum that like rollerblades on like space rollerblades and comes in and rescues her and then calls her Your Majesty, and it's just, there's Sean Bean and he's like spliced with bees. And bees.
So does he die? Does he die?
He does not die. That was one of my is he going to die? He does not die. That is a spoiler right there, but he does not die.
I don't care. I had to know.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Her name is Jupiter Jones. I'm sorry, that sounds like a porn star name.
It does. It does sound like a porn star name.
Yeah.
Or it sounds like the name that a 14-year-old girl would come up with for her original character in her novelization of the fan fiction of, I don't know, like Star Wars.
Yeah, where did this movie come from?
I have no idea. It's the Wachowski siblings, and I don't know. I think somebody just gave them a hell of a lot of money to do whatever the hell they wanted, and what they wanted was everything covered in Swarovski crystals.
Yeah,
and
it looked, the costumes look beautiful.
Yeah. And now we can say that it's featuring Academy Award winner Eddie Redmayne.
Oh, that too.
His performance is amazing because he does like this kind of weird version of Voldemort, where he's like whispering and then he just randomly yells shit.
Oh, it seems unsettling.
Yeah. It's really hard to explain, right? Because every time I try to explain it, everyone goes, "That sounds really bad," and I'm like, "No, but just watch it, okay?" Like, I haven't had this much fun watching a movie in like years.
Maybe I'll watch it like when next weekend or something, and maybe I'll go to there's a restaurant right by our movie theater called Cheddar's, and for like $6 you get this giant drink. It's like in a bowl this big called a painkiller, and they'll only let you buy 2. That's it. That's how awesome these things are. It's like got toasted coconut on the rim, and I don't usually like sweet drinks, but this thing is like my life. But it gets you through a movie real good. that's how I saw the first Hot Tub Time Machine, which I also have to go see that new one. Oh
Yeah.
man, maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll just painkiller it up and go see like 3 movies in a row.
I think it is a movie that you can see drunk. It's a movie that you should see with all your girlfriends because I feel like it's a collective experience.
Okay.
To like
Awesome.
see this movie, you know, and you'll come out of it because like I remember like when I left the cinema. Oh, I didn't see it. I saw it at an outdoor cinema, and like all I could hear when I was walking out was groups of girls screaming at each other.
Well, we won't be going to see it in an outdoor theater because it's cold here.
It's summer. I'm just so it's so nice here. It's sunny.
It's summer where you are.
Well,
okay.
maybe if people give us a bunch of money to make a movie about whatever we want, we'll make a movie about whatever we want.
Oh my God!
If I made a movie about whatever I wanted, it would be Jupiter Ascending. Hey.
If I made a movie about whatever I wanted right now, it would be our freaking fan fiction because that would be amazing. With like really bad special effects when we transform.
Yes, and I expect the transformations to each take like 10 minutes each.
Yes. Yeah. Hey guys,
That's how you make an hour-long movie.
I have one more piece of trivia for you.
Okay.
Mila Kunis, who is in Jupiter Ascending, is married to Ashton Kutcher, who is from Iowa.
Oh wow! Everyone's from Iowa.
I am. Yes.
They do know how to produce
More
their men.
Iowa trivia.
All those corn-fed Iowa boys. You guys have corn. You guys have corn out there, right? Or is it wheat?
Oh no, it's corn. Definitely
okay.
corn.
I feel like corn sounds like the right thing to say. Not that I've ever been to Iowa.
Well, I grew up in Connecticut, but I grew up in a farm town, and when I was growing up, it's not the same now, but 25 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. I'm old. It was cornfields everywhere. Like my house was surrounded by cornfields, and there were more cows in the town than there were people back then.
Fair enough.
So,
yeah.
So you wouldn't think it, but Connecticut, man.
Well, I do not live on a farm. I am in the city, but there are cornfields not too far from here. Not now. It's February. There's no corn. Yeah. Okay, we're done with Iowa trivia. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No,
so.
no. We love your Iowa trivia. We hope to get more from now on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do your research and come up with more Iowa trivia for us for next time.
Elijah Wood, also from Iowa.
Oh, there you go. I saw him at Comic-Con last year. I literally almost stepped on him. That's how short he is.
He's a hobbit.
I'm not kidding though. I was walking behind him and I didn't realize who it was, and then some girl ran up to him and stopped him right in front of me, and I almost tripped over him. I was like, oh shit, Elijah Wood. And I didn't want to do anything or say anything because he was already being bugged by somebody else. Plus, I'd almost tripped on him. Anyway. 50 Shades of Grey.
What I have to look forward to at Comic-Con is just tripping over celebrities. I think I could deal with it.
Those are the short ones anyway. He's so short.
I'm really short too,
so the other movie we had on the list to talk about is 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
Which none of us have seen. I mean, I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't seen it. I've read the book. I did read the book.
Ugh. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Nope.
Now, what I find really upsetting is that everyone's going to see 50 Shades of Grey and not Jupiter Ascending because
there you go.
Is better. Jupiter Ascending has werewolf Channing Tatum shirtless for 20 minutes for no reason.
Werewolf.
I will probably not be seeing 50 Shades of Grey. I really could not care less. Jupiter Ascending, I will see.
Yeah, Ivana's at least convinced us of that.
Two people. I've got 2 people saying it. Yay!
but I will say though, I did read your article, the 50 Shades of Grey, why it makes it hard to be a fangirl, and I shared it. I really, really loved it, and I shared it, and 6 of my Facebook friends also shared it from me, and I'm an admin on the Geekiary Facebook page, so I get the updates, and it was that post was performing like 300% better than any other post on the page. Go Undie Girl.
Wants to talk about 50 Shades of Grey, man. It's so hard though because everyone's like, "Oh, this is what fan fiction is like." It's like, no, there's really good fan fiction. This is like one part of like this giant world that you're missing out on.
Some of the best fan fiction I've read has been like PG-13 type stuff.
Well, I've read some like good like R-rated or X-rated stuff, but
yeah, me too. But some like it's like people put a lot of thought into it, no matter what they're writing, really. Or most people do, I'm sure. I mean, I read some bad stuff too.
Oh yeah, some really, really bad things, some questionable things too.
Yeah. But yeah, so 50 Shades. Did you guys watch the Academy Awards? I didn't. I watched Walking Dead.
You guys both watched Walking Dead.
Yeah, I flipped back and forth a little bit, but
yeah, I didn't at all.
It was pretty boring, actually. Nothing real. I mean, well, everyone was kind of really political, which is, nice, I guess. But other than that, it was so boring. Nothing happened.
Lady Gaga happened. I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan.
Yeah,
that was the best part. Right?
Yeah, she was
I didn't realize that people didn't know she could sing. Like, I've seen her in concert, and she's amazing. And she's a musician. She plays how many instruments? Like, the concert I was at, she was playing the piano, like, a lot, but then she also was playing, like, the upright bass, I think, at some point. She's insanely talented.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen her live, but I knew she had some, like, fantastic chops on her. Apparently everyone thought that she sucked.
I think she sounds better live, honestly. I think she puts more heart into it or something, or maybe it's just not as processed, but she's still so good. She doesn't need that processing that they put like on her singles.
Yeah, I think it's just the style of music that is now that you have to put like 40 layers of auto-tune over people who are really good singers.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't. What happened with the Lego movie thing?
They were snubbed, like they didn't get a nomination, I guess.
Right. But didn't they perform a song from it?
Oh yeah, well the song got nominated. The song was nominated.
Okay. Because everybody was like sharing it and making it sound like it was some sort of big deal, and I was like, okay, guess I should have watched that maybe.
You can just watch that part on YouTube. Like you don't have to watch the whole thing.
Oh God, no, I'm not watching.
The best thing about it was when, like, at the first half, a couple of people just kept talking through the music that came on to play them off, and they just kept talking, and then the music stopped.
Did it go like really? It's really awkward. Did it go like really long because of that?
It did. It went on for forever, but it's just like it was like total anarchy. It's like, so you mean the music means nothing? I can just keep talking.
The music is rude. I get why they do it, but it's freaking rude. Like, come on, guys. I mean, I don't know. I get why they do it. Years ago when I actually gave a shit about the Oscars, yeah. They got really long.
They are.
Can we go back to can we go back to Lady Gaga for just a second?
Okay, please. Let's talk about Lady Gaga.
Feelings of the Geekiary about Lady Gaga.
No, I'm sorry, but do you watch American Horror Story? Because she was casted in this new season.
Oh, I heard that.
Wait. Who are you talking to? Do you watch American Horror Story? What do you think?
Tara doesn't watch anything.
No.
Yeah, well,
I do know about it. I'm just joking. I do know about it though.
Well, she got casted in the new season. Apparently, it's called Hotel, and that news just came out yesterday, kind of out of left field. So it was, interesting. I'm looking forward to watching her act.
Yeah, I feel weird about whenever like musicians like decide to act. It's like there's a chance that they're going to be okay, but most of the time it's like an epic failure. Like it is not good.
Well, I'm interested to see if she's going to go over the top like she does with her performance art in the music, or if she's just going to be like Stephanie, her normal person self.
Yeah,
I guess it would depend on whatever kind of character they cast her as. I would hope that they're giving her a chance to prove her acting chops and not just casting her in a sort of caricature of her, Lady Gaga persona.
Yeah, I mean, she seems to make pretty good business decisions, but I don't think that she would join, just to do that, just to do like a caricature of herself. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. If she thinks it's a good business decision to do that because it's, playing to that persona, then that's, whatever. But no, I think that if she's been around and popular for so long, she's only just now getting into acting. I mean, that's a long stretch because a lot of singers, if they're going to do it, they start doing it pretty quickly.
They do. So, either it's something that she wasn't interested in and she hasn't found a role, or she's not very good.
Yeah, I guess
we'll find out.
When will that air? Like a year from now or something?
Probably. I don't know the exact dates. I mean, obviously it was just announced, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So they probably haven't started shooting or anything yet either.
No. Well, this last season just ended last January, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. So maybe it'll be in the fall. I guess I don't know. I guess we'll see. They could start filming it within the next month or two, and it could be done by fall.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see. Anyway, we're getting close to the end here, I think.
Yeah.
So, in closing, there's a few things that we wanted to talk about. Do you guys have any upcoming events or anything within the next month before our next? Actually, our next scheduled webcast is actually not in a month. It is Wednesday, March 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know existed. Honestly, I always call it EST. I don't know. But that was one of the goals, like we mentioned earlier, for the Indiegogo campaign. So that will be live on Wednesday, March 11th at 8 p.m. And you'll hear about it all over Facebook and Twitter between now and then. But is there anything else going on? But I guess between now and Drunk Feelings, is there anything that you guys are going to be up to?
I don't think I have anything. I've got a couple of cons coming up next month, but this month I'm pretty March. I'm pretty not really doing much.
Yeah, it's a slow season for conventions right now. I mean, I'm going to Conuga in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Saturday, we're going to be doing a special, probably, it's going to be short, 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much we have to talk about Webcast. It's going to be obviously just like a Feelings with the Geekiary. It'll be on our Hangouts page, and we'll set it up and have it ready, to go on air. And it's going to be myself and Ashley, who does some of our anime writing. So we're just going to have a little convention update, and it's going to be our first one of those, but there will be many more in the future. And my cats are fighting right next to me right now. So that's this weekend. And then I've got another convention coming up in March. It's right here in Greenville. But that's just a little local Comic-Con type thing. And I can talk about that on Drunk Feelings, I suppose.
If we remember to talk about anything, really.
Yeah. Oh, we'll
giggling.
Prepare to be
giggling the whole time, so.
But Conuga this weekend, live Conuga webcast Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, and like I said, it's going to be a little short one, 20 to 30 minutes probably, but because it's a small convention.
What is Conuga?
It's like a little it's a southeastern convention, and it's been going on for 5 or 6 years now. And I went for the first time last year, and it's about maybe 4,000 to 5,000 people. Last year, their big name guest was Chandler Riggs from Walking Dead. This year, it was supposed to be Nicholas Brendan, who was Xander on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but he got into some trouble a couple weeks weeks ago, so I'm guessing he's not going to be there. But really, like, this isn't the type of convention you go to for the guests. They've got a really hefty panel schedule, and I went to a lot of like writing panels last year that were really, really good. And they've got some author readings and stuff. I'm pretty sure Timothy Zahn is going to be there this year. He did a lot of the Star Wars EU novels, especially some of the more popular ones. And they have a decent little convention floor with vendors and everything, and some great nightlife. They've got drunken big wheel racing Friday night, and I think
I have no idea what that is, but it sounds dangerous.
So you know what a big wheel is? Like when you were a kid, one of those the little bikes where you sit and it's got two little wheels and you sit low to the ground. It's got a big wheel in front. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The plastic ones.
The plastic ones, okay. I mean, I knew Erin would probably know, but I don't know if you guys have those down under. So.
No, I know. Yeah. Okay. I have. Yeah.
I don't know why, but like the first thing I think of asking is like, how does it feel to ride a big wheel upside down? Well, people will probably find out at Drunken Big Wheel Racing at Cayuga tomorrow night. And then Saturday night they have a big indoor-outdoor party. It's like a room party type situation because there's a courtyard that's surrounded by these rooms that have, sliding doors that open into the courtyard. So all the people in those rooms, they know that these parties are happening. They actually are required, if they book one of those rooms, to keep their room open for a certain amount of time for parties. So it's just this big indoor-outdoor party with a ton of people from the convention, and it's a lot of fun. And the people that are there are just really nice and open, and it's just a good little like weekend convention for this time of year.
That sounds like fun. I like small conventions.
Me too. They're my faves.
Yeah.
Cayuga is great. I like it better than Comic-Con. Just saying.
Well, I haven't been to Comic-Con yet, so I will get back to you later in the year about
that. Anyway, so anything else, guys?
I would like to mention that we're currently looking for a new Teen Wolf writer because I am not writing about it anymore.
Are you excited about that or not?
I'm excited about not writing about it. No, I'm excited about getting a new Teen Wolf writer. I'm not into the show anymore, and I feel like I'm doing it a disservice. Like, I know people do like it, and I don't want to, like, bring them down by just trashing on it every week.
Makes sense. I mean, it's good.
Yeah. So if you are a writer and you still like Teen Wolf, then you should apply. We've got it's posted on the Twitter and the Tumblr as well. So
okay,
check it out. So do we know what we're going to be talking about next week or next month? Sorry. Obviously not for the drunk feelings because we have no idea what is going to happen in that.
Yeah, well, next month will be probably, we'll be deep into a lot of these shows. Like Walking Dead will actually be approaching its season finale, and movies. What movies are coming out next month? Anything big?
I don't know.
I don't think so. March is usually a slow month for movies.
April, May is when Avengers come out, so obviously that'll be a big.
Yeah, I actually, let me tell you, two of my friends, actually, my friend Brendan, who is one of the organizers of Ice and Fire Con with me, and my friend Danny, his girlfriend, they entered some sort of online contest or something. I don't even know if it was like some picture thing because they're both cosplayers and they cosplay Marvel characters, or if they just put their names in a big, enter your name into this pot and hope you win type of contest. But they won, and they're going to the premiere of Age of Ultron, and they're like the biggest Marvel fans. I'm just so freaking psyched that I know these people who won this, and they totally deserve it. Like,
that's so good. I love it when people who are actually fans win things.
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah, they're huge fans, and I honestly would be super excited if I won something like that, but I'm not that big of a fan, so I think I'm way more excited for them than I could have ever been for myself, as weird as that sounds.
No, I get that. Yeah, when someone it's just going to be the best thing that's ever happened to them, and they finally get it, and you're like, yes!
Yeah, and they're good people, so like I said, I'm friends with Brendan as well as working with him on Ice and Fire Con, so it's an exciting thing.
And I also report back.
I also want to give a shout out. My phone was going off earlier, and it was like my phone's connected to my computer, so my computer was dinging. I don't know if you guys could hear it when I was getting text messages, but that was my friend Jasmine who was telling me that she was watching us. So I figured I would tell you guys who it was because I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could. Either I said something or you could hear it going ding. Here's getting annoying. That's it.
Hi, Jasmine. Hey.
Hello.
All right. Anything else, guys?
No, I think we're good for this. This is the end of feelings. Oh no, now I'm feeling sad.
But we'll be back in like 2 weeks.
I know, we'll be back and we'll be
Yep.
drunk and embarrassing ourselves. You guys have to watch that live.
Yeah, and we're still looking for milestones and stuff for the Indiegogo. So if anybody has suggestions on other new ways we can embarrass ourselves, apparently we are taking them into consideration, at least.
We have
And
no
we really
dignity.
want to make the movie now. So
Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
waiting for a suggestion for another cosplay video, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna like it. I just know. Just know it. Anyway, all right. In conclusion, anything else?
No. Well, okay. So I guess I'm Vaughn, aka Undie Girl, and I'm with Erin and Tara, and we want to thank you for joining Feelings with the Geekiary, and remind you that we are a free webcast that's run off donations from viewers. So if you want to keep seeing us, then it would be awesome if you could give us some money. Thanks
Yes,
for
please.
contributing to the Geekiary, and we'll see you next month.
Bye, guys.
bye.
Bye.